Great morning, students and teachers. Great morning, students and teachers. Our live feed is going live right now on the YouTube channel. Teachers, please pull that up. But we're going to make some announcements so that everyone can hear it, even in places where our video is not going. We're live with our morning announcements today. Hey, it's a great day to be a Blue Devil. It's a great day to be back at the greatest high school in the whole wide world with the best staff and students. Hey, teachers and students, in your first period class, you should have a green schedule. Our first block teachers are handing those out. If they've not already done that, they're handing those out. Every student in the class should have a green schedule. Make sure that we give them the green schedule for today. Hey, we'll talk a little bit more about that green schedule in a minute. First thing we need to do is pause for a moment of silence. Thank you, students and teachers. Thank you, students and teachers. Will everyone please stand for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, students and teachers. You may be seated for a couple of announcements. Well, probably more than a couple. A lot of announcements. A lot of announcements that we have to do today to make sure that everyone's on the same page. Everyone's on the same page. First off, I want to say I hope you had a great Christmas break. Happy New Year. Class of 2023, you're in your last semester. You're in your last semester. Those that are watching online, those that are here, those that are in dual enrollment, we'll send out, hey, it's time to make the last semester count. Do what we need to do to reach our goal of 90% or higher. 90% or higher at Tift County High School is the goal each and every day. Student success, student success. All right, let's go through a couple of things. Students that are in this building right now, sitting in a class right now with the teacher right now, you should have a green schedule, a sheet of paper that's green with your schedule on it, classes 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you're work-based learning student, you go to the media center during that block. So right now in the media center should be our first block work-based learning students. Second block work-based learning students will go second block, and so on. Students, you will follow the schedule that you have in your hand right now. So whatever's listed for first, second, third, and fourth block, that's where you go today. If for some reason something's not right on the schedule, then you'll put in a schedule change request. We're not changing it just because you want to go eat lunch with a different person or you don't like this class that you're in or anything like that. We're not doing that. We'll look into it, but we're not making those changes. We're making changes if you've already passed the class, if it's something that you needed, that you're in a class that has a prerequisite and you didn't take care of that. That's what we're working on. That's what we're working on. Put your request in. We'll look at it. And then if we need to make the change, we will definitely do that. Other than that, this is the schedule we're going to follow for this semester. So, again, the schedule that you have right now, that should have been handed to you right now, is the one that you're going to follow today. What's on that schedule is how we're going to follow that today. That makes us better today than yesterday, makes sure we do the things we need to do. Students, I want to make sure that I tell you this on the first day of this semester, how awesome you are. You're awesome students and Dr. Stone loves you. The things that we talked about this year that makes our school better today than yesterday is going to continue to happen. We're not going to have altercations. We're not going to allow drugs and alcohol on campus. We're not going to do those types of things. Those types of things lead to you not being here, leads to you being in an alternative placement. Also, students, I need you to understand exemptions are changing. To exempt the test in May, the finals for our test in May, those things are changing. We'll push something out on paper later on today, but I need you to understand what it's going to be. To be able to exempt the test, which means not be here on the last 2 days for that class, the following has to happen. Number one, you have to have a 80 or better in the class, 80 or better, with no ISS or OSS days. Hear me out. No ISS, no OSS days, and an 80 or better to be able to exempt the test on the last 2 days. Now you're going to ask me, if I have a 70 to 79, what does that mean? If you have a 70 to 79 with no ISS or OSS days, you're still going to have to come in and take the test, but the test will not hurt you, only help you. If you have 70 to 79 with no ISS or OSS days and you don't show up, then you will receive a 0 and it will hurt you. Need you to understand that's part of making us better today than yesterday. That's part of getting you ready for what's going to happen. And folks have been saying all along, well, how does attendance and tardies figure into that? If you get too many tardies to a class, and teachers, I need you to mark students tardy for class when they're not in their seat when the tardy bell rings. We need to mark them tardy for class. If you get too many tardies for class, that means you're going to receive some ISS days, which then is going to mean you're going to have to take your fines. Hey, I love you. But our employers have been telling us, hey, we need folks that's ready. We need folks that are doing the things that's on time to work. So we've got to make sure that we do what we need to do, be at the class we need to be when you're supposed to be there without excuse absences from work because school is your work, and not late to work because this is your job. So 80 or better. 80 or better means you get to not come on the last 2 days as long as you don't have any ISS or OSS. Make good choices. Make great choices. Make great choices that makes us better today than yesterday. Hey, we're going to put all that on a sheet of paper and we're going to send it to every mom and dad and every student and every teacher so that everyone's on the same page. Everyone's on the same page. As far as exemption test goes, on the Thursday before school gets out will be blocks 3 and 4. And on the Friday, the last day of school, right before graduation on Saturday, will be blocks 1 and 2. That's where we're going to be. All right, now I've got to go through some things that I had for announcement purposes. I know I've got some announcements here. I'm looking through what I have on my iPad so I can make sure that everybody gets what we need to today. Just bear with me. I'm going to be on the intercom a lot today to make sure everybody understands our expectations today. All right, I have an announcement here for soccer. Girls soccer trials, January the 9th through the 12th from 3:30 to 5:30. You must have a current physical in order to participate. All right, let me see what else I may have. I know I had a baseball one. Still looking. I think we got baseball tryouts that'll start next week. Hey, yes, EOCs exemptions do not apply to EOCs. So we'll have that. I'll come back to the baseball one here in a minute. Hey, we're going to have our winter homecoming. We're starting something a little bit different. It's going to be during basketball season starting next year, but we'll do something a little bit different. We'll have 2 little dress-up days starting tomorrow. One of them's going to be tomorrow. We'll be able to wear a hat or sunglasses, and then Friday's going to be Spirit Day. And then at the game on Saturday, we're encouraging our students to come out and support the basketball in their first ever homecoming. And then we're going to recognize those that are participating in basketball during the game. What we'll do in the future, at our basketball homecoming is we'll recognize our male homecoming court instead of at the football game. We'll do that. We'll recognize them in the future starting next year, but we'll start a little small this year. Come out and support our Blue Devils on Saturday. You can wear some sunglasses. You can wear some sunglasses or hats tomorrow. All right, boys soccer tryouts. Boys soccer tryouts begins Monday, January the 9th through the 12th. Must have a physical. I think I messed up the girls. I'm so sorry. Girls soccer tryouts is January the 9th through the 12th. Must have a physical. If you have any questions, see Coach Constable about that. All right, baseball. Let's see what I got for baseball. Hold on a second. I think their tryouts start next week too. Baseball tryouts starts next week. on January the 9th. Also, girls basketball. Congratulations to our girls basketball team. Over the break, had a great break. Won a lot of games. Represented us well. Congratulations to our girls basketball team. Hey, send me the stuff on that baseball again, and I'll make sure I get it for tryouts. Also, our boys basketball team over the break. Had a great break too. Great job to them. And our basketball cheerleaders did an awesome job. Representing us over the break with our boys and girls basketball team. All right, let me see what I got here coming. Just want to remind you again about exemptions. I want you to hear me when I say this. Exemptions. To be able to miss your class on Thursday and Friday in May, you've got to have an 80 or better, 0 OSS, 0 ISS to be able to miss that. If you have a 70 to 79 with 0 ISS, 0 OSS, you still have to take the test, but it can only help you. If you don't show up for that, it will hurt you. Everyone else, if you have ISS or OSS, you've got to be here on those 2 days to take the test. It will count as a percentage of your grade for the class. You've got to keep working. You've got to do the things we need to do. Make sure we're going to count. We're definitely going to count tardies, teachers in every period, because tardies goes into the ISS, which goes into exemptions. So I need to make sure our teachers are doing that. Also, we will be taking attendance in class today. Anyone interested in trying out for baseball needs to meet with Coach Williams today at 3:15 in room A203. If you're interested in trying out for baseball, need to meet with Coach Williams today at 3:15 in room A203. Got another thing's coming in here from Coach Clark. Anyone interested in running track? There is a meeting tomorrow after school at 3:30 in the media center. For all other information, please see Coach Clark or Coach Brown. Must have a physical to start on Monday, January the 9th. That's an up-to-date physical now. And tryouts begin for baseball on January the 9th. Physicals are required for that, but they've got a meeting today. I think I've got everything that I was supposed to cover today. I probably missed something, but we'll make some announcements to make sure that we're where we need to be. That makes us better today than yesterday. Hey, we're starting show choir seasons. Good luck to our show choirs as they start performing in January. We've got basketball going. We've got wrestling going. Wrestling had a great trip during the break, had great wins during that. They're in the season. And we're also in our winter season, and we're getting ready to start spring extracurricular. Students, Betterstone loves you. We're going to have a great day today. Do the things we need to do to be successful. 90% or higher makes us better today than yesterday. Have a great one. Bye.